Welcome back to another video on the RX8. We have a slight problem today. I found a small leak coming from the car, so after work I thought, right, I'll crack on with that, see if I can diagnose it. So I'll take off the front wheel, take off the inner ratch, and then we'll get to the pipes. I think it's an oil cooler pipe. I don't know if it's the lower one or the upper one, so we'll find out in a minute. So as you can see, there's some oil dripping down the back. So I'm going to take off the splash guard that goes on behind the oil cooler, this inner ratch here, and hopefully we can get to the pipe behind it, and hopefully we'll find out which pipe it is and get it replaced. So there you go, that's the culprit there. That's one that's been leaking. As I said, it's not leaking mega bad, it's just got a leak, but nevertheless it's a leak, so it's got to be fixed. The top one is not as bad as this one. The other side is about the same as these, light rust on them. But I might as well, I said I got a good deal, so I can replace the whole lot, and I know that I'll be sorted from there. So as you've seen in the previous clip, there was a rusty leak in the lower pipe that goes into the bottom of the engine and to the left hand side of the oil cooler. So I got myself on eBay, I managed to pick up a full set, just less than 2,000 miles that the guy said they've done, so it's practically brand new, for £127 delivered. So I must say, I got a super deal there. So I'm going to drop all the oil anyway, because if not I don't want oil in the garage floor, so I'm going to drain all the oil, take it off all the cooler system, headlights come off and the bumper because they're getting sanded and painted at another time, so the car's actually a project at the moment, so it won't be getting driven for a while. And then I'll replenish it with 10W40 and my new air filter. So yeah, let's crack on and see if we can get this off. Alright guys, it's actually the next day, so what I done off camera was I took off both wings, headlights, bumper, under tray, inner ratches. I mean, I've got a video before on how to take off the bumper and the headlights, so you can refer back to that older RX8 video. As for the wings, I didn't make a video on that, but if you want to know how to do it, leave a comment and I can explain to you where are the bolts. Well, it's actually really simple. Or I can make a lot small video, put a wing back on, then take the wing off just to give you an idea of how it's done. So what I'm going to do now is drain the oil. What I might have to do is, because I'm fitting all new oil cooler lines, I'm going to drain the oil first and then drain the coolers if there's any oil left in them. I might have to move the radiator a bit because I can't really get behind the radiator. I'll show you in a minute when I come down, because the radiator's shaped like that and the coolers have to go right in between, and all the engine's there, so I've not got a lot of room to work in. So I might have to either remove that, if that needs to be, I need to drain all the cooling system, take some of the components off. But I said we'll find out when I get along. I haven't done this before, so stick with me and we'll see if we can get it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just going to take off the cap, so when obviously the air in, and then it helps push it down, the oil down through the system. Normally what we'd do is just start the car, get it a little bit warm first, but the battery's dead. Try to charge it, but it's not working. We'll have to get a new one. So I'm just going to have to do it cold. Hopefully it comes out, won't come out as easy, but it'll still come out at the end of the day. So I took that off, now going to the car. I believe it's a 14mm bolt, so we'll do that now. Okay, so here's the drain plug. It's a 14mm, but I believe it's actually a 17 or a 19. But this is the new plug that's been put in here. It's one of the new magnetic ones. So bring my tray over. I've already pre-cracked it. Just to make sure I could get it off. It wasn't rounded. I can't get the tray properly in because I've got the jack in the road when it's so that's a stand where the car is, so hope it doesn't come spitting out. Yeah, there's the magnetic one there. The brass ring looks alright. Magnetic one, there's nothing on it, there's no shards or nothing, so that's a good sign straight away. So we'll just let that drain on its own at the moment. Okay, so the oil filter itself is right down the back here. It's not that easy to get to. I don't have to remove all of this just to get into there. So what I'm going to try and do, I've got my oil filter removal tool and I've got a swivel neck on it. I should be able to get that down there hopefully, and then I can get it off that way. As I said, I don't want to move all of this stuff, so I'm going to try and get the tool in there. Hope I can get it off that way. Sorry about the footage, it's hard to get in there, hold the camera well, try to use the oil filter removal tool. I've managed to loosen it enough so I can do it by hand. The oil should be okay because it's an upside down one, top loader one, so the oil should already be drained out of it. So it shouldn't leak all down inside the engine, hopefully not. Got any excess oil, add a little bit in the engine, just make sure you clean it up. So look at the new cooler lines. There's a bolt here, there's also a bolt on this one. So you can see the bolt just through there. On the driver's side where the pipe gets, there's a bolt there. So I'm hoping that if I take off the battery tray, maybe the air filter box on the inside, I might be able to get to the top of the bolts and it saves taking off all the radiator. So I should be able to push all the pipes through. That's what I'm going to try and do now. I'll try and not drop the coat if I can help it. I'd rather not. So I'll try and get to these bolts first and see how we get on. Go disconnect that pipe. Just put that over the back at the moment. Okay. You see the clips here that hold in the wires, but all I need to do is pull it forward because that's what I'm getting to there. That's all I need to get to. I don't know if you can see that. So that bolt just there. Yeah, that you can see it, that one just there. Remove that one and that one. Okay, so I can't pull all these pipes through, and these are well stuck, so I'm just going to cut them here and there. I don't need them anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I've finally got the oil cooler pipes off. I had to end up hacksawing them in the end. It would be a lot easier if I took off the radiator and stuff like that, but I didn't know what to do that if I didn't have to, and I managed to get around it. So all you've got to do is like a little circlip like this. It goes in here and you can pull these off, and that's what it looks like inside each of the rubber hose-ins. Looks like that. But these ones are that rusty, I couldn't get them out anyway, so that's why I decided to cut them there and feed them through from the other side. So what I'll do now is give it a quick tidy up and I'll get the new pipes put back on. So what I'm doing now is, as you can see, I took the clips out. I'm just going to use the quick release mechanism, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ball that up there, connect these ones up, and then I'll go under, connect this one up at this side, and then I'll go to the other side and do the exact same thing. So all I need to feed through is just like a minimal amount of pipes and wires through the centre, so it should be a little easier to get on this time. So I'll just show you on the diagram. I've fitted those two hoses there and I've disconnected them at the quick disconnect coupler. I've just fitted the red one under here. Sorry about the camera footage, I couldn't get in under there. Need somebody else to hold the camera for me. So I've just put that one on. So this one here connects to the lower one, which I'll just connect on now. Alright, so I've got the oil lines fitted, finally. It took me a long time, but I got them in the end. The best way was that obviously I could do it without moving any of the coolant and the radiator. Just a bit sort of fiddly getting them in, but anyway, nevertheless it's done. But I've got something weird to be tonight, so unfortunately I can't finish it, so I'll take it up as of from tomorrow. It's okay sitting overnight anyway, it's not starting or nothing. I need to get the battery issues sorted out anyway, so I can get the car started. So tomorrow morning I'll come in, fit in the airbox, the battery tray, replenish the car with oil, done the filter on that anyway, so then hopefully there's no leaks when I start it up. So we'll see tomorrow. Okay, so as of the issue of yesterday with the battery, I went out this morning and got a new charger. I've got it over there and charged it. It's actually charging up now, so hopefully the battery might be alright. We'll see. Anyway, in the meantime what I'm going to do is put 3.8 litres of oil in the car. That's what it takes. Obviously I've drained out the coolers and the pipes, so I'll have to put a little bit more in, but what I'll do is, once I put the oil on it, pull out the crank sensor, and then I'll try and turn the engine over, obviously just to pump the pump can pump the oil through the system. And then once I've done that maybe 2 or 3 times, put the plug back in, then set up the car and let it warm up and check for leaks. That's what we'll do now. Okay, so that's the crank sensor. So that's the connector that goes into the crank sensor, into the engine blocks. I'm going to take that off. That way I can turn the engine over but it won't start, but I'll still pump the oil around. Do that maybe 3 or 4 times, we'll see. Top this up again, see what needs to be at, and then force start the engine, and then let it run and warm up. So all I'm going to do here is just going to put the airbox in. I won't put the bottom tray in, that basically goes over the fan shrouds. I'm just going to put the box in, hold it there, and give it a couple of screws up to here, because if there's any leaks I'll let it take it right back out again, so I really want to do that. Just put it in to hold it, and put the battery tray in to hold the battery, and then we'll give it a try. Okay, so I've got that back in place, the battery's on, air filter's on, all the plugs are connected in, so I'm going to try and turn it over a couple of times, try and get the oil to pump round, and then see if there's any little leaks before I start it. So I put the crank sensor back in, just I loosely put this up again, the battery I'll connect in a second, but I've noticed there's some oil, obviously it's a bit lower down, so we've got to add a little bit more because it's been going through the system. Put the battery back in, then we'll try and start it. Right, let's give it a try, see what happens. First time, no problem. It's got a sweet engine, this RX8. So what I'll do is I'll just let the heat up now, and then I'll go around and I'll check any leaks, hopefully not. So I've got the car on for about half an hour now. The fan just came on, so obviously set its temperature. Check the gauge, it looks like the oil pressure. Check for leaks, there's no leaks, I'm going to give it a couple of revs now. I just give it a couple of the hard revs there, make sure there's no oil gets burst out with the pressure that's coming through it, but everything's looking alright. So actually I'll just do a hot start to show how good this engine is. No problems with cold or hot starts. sweet. The engine was built about, what, 18,000 miles ago? So I've done all the proper procedures, kept it all going, checked all that kind of stuff, so maybe that's why it runs so sweet, I don't know. Oh, rotary revs done a great job, that's probably what it is. Okay, so I've let the engine sit now for about 45 minutes. It's still a bit warm obviously, so I'll check the oil later again tonight, but I'll just check it now to see what's up. You can see that on there, there's 3 indicators, low, medium and high, and it's just between the medium and the high, so it's perfect at the moment. I thought I'd just share with you with the oil that I used. The last person that I bought this car off recommended to use this. I don't know if it was some rotary revs who built the engine or just buy maybe an RX8 for him or something like that. But that's what I use. Trident 10W40. If anybody's got RX8 and happen to watch this channel, please let me know in the comments what oil you use and if there's any difference. Buy between the Trident stuff or any other kind of oils. Be interested to know. And I use this Optima Racing 2-stroke oil. It's a bit potent in the engine, but it's good for it. It smells good. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off the airbox, the battery again, proper bolt down the trays and stuff. Any clips that I can't put back in, I'll put little zip ties on them, just make sure it's all like good under here, because obviously I probably forgot a couple of clips and stuff, so I'll make sure I get all that right before I properly bolt this down and give the air filter clean well there. So there you go guys, that's it. Pipe's all fitted, no leaks so far as of yet, fingers crossed. I'll put it all back together. I've put the cover on, but I'll take it back off tonight, and I'm going to check when the engine's cold, I'm going to check the oil again, see what it's like, and if needs be, top it back up. But anyway, as you've seen, it was quite difficult. I'm trying to work with 2 cameras because I'm on my own, so it's quite difficult. I mean, I can't get the right camera angle in for you to see. If I had somebody else, it'd be perfect. They could follow me around with the camera. It'd be excellent that, but I haven't got that, so I'm working on my own. Anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so and you like to see more RX8 stuff or drama builds or anything like that, then please hit that subscribe button. Make sure post notifications on so you don't miss out on the next video. The next video I'll be back on the RX8. I'm trying to finish the sides first. I've got the drama builds up there, you can't see them, but don't worry, I have got them done. I've got 3 or 4 videos to put online, but I'm really busy at the moment, so I was trying to get time to upload them, but I will. I'll get on it. I'll try and make sure I get on it one night this week. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, see you later.